How are you this afternoon? All good? I want to hear a voice.
Good, Miss.
Good. All right. Great. Okay. Thank you. Awesome. You had lunch already? No? Why?
Not yet.
Hey, it's 1 o'clock. You cannot eat late. Yeah? You have to
Gap
eat.
from one session to another is too close, Miss.
Oh, really? When was the prior session before this?
It's from 11 to 12:40.
Okay, so that's pretty tight, yeah? So you
Yes.
just have like 20 minutes to eat. That's pretty tight. Okay, well, I mean, you can snack if you would like, because I don't want you to get sick simply because of the tight schedule. All right. Okay, so what are we doing today? What do you think we should do today? What do you think? Are we just going to stare to each other for the whole 2 hours, or are you going to sleep? Yeah, I would love to sleep too. Yeah. All right. So guys, I think you have, you're aware that today is the session where I would talk to you or give you a glimpse of the courses or lecture that you will have while you are studying in our program, okay? Now, I believe 2 days ago, you have attended the lecture by Ibu Adila and also Ibu Dahlia, right? And the sessions were on introduction to management, is it? Or marketing management or something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now my session, we're going to talk about the consumer behavior. It's a special topics of the marketing, and we're going to talk about consumer behavior. And then I would like to show you a little bit of the trend that happens in Indonesia, the consumer market and the trending behavior in Indonesia. Okay? All right. Now, why don't we start with you telling me the most recent experience for you as a consumer or as a buyer? Yeah. What did you purchase the last time? And tell me the product, tell me the brand, and tell me why you buy it.
Miss, how about like if we use certain service like Gojek or something like that?
Yep. Anything. The most recent purchase that you made.
GoFood.
GoFood, okay. And tell me, is it just the GoFood? Or what did you purchase and all that?
Like I purchased some snacks from McD and I use GoFood apps to deliver the food because it's safer instead of me going to the restaurant, and it will be risky also for me.
Okay, so you purchase, you purchase food with the use of GoFood because you don't want to go to the restaurant because it's safer for you to do it that way. And you purchase what? McDonald's?
Yes, McDonald's, Miss.
You give me an inspiration to order McDonald's this afternoon. All right, thank you very much. I was thinking like, what should I order this afternoon? And because you're saying McDonald's, thank you. So I'm gonna order after this session is over. What should I order? I think I'm just gonna order the Big Mac. It's been a long time I haven't eaten Big Mac. All right, I'm gonna order Big Mac. Remind me after the session, okay? Now, why did you order Big Mac? Sorry, not Big Mac. Why did you order McDonald's? Why? Why not Burger King, for example? I mean, like there are plenty of hamburger makers out there. And among all, why did you choose McDonald's instead of Burger King or Carl's Jr. or some other local brand of burger makers? Yeah. Is there any specific reason why you do that or why you did that?
Because McDonald's is the closest one near my residence, and also like McDonald's offers 24-hour service.
Okay, because it's closest to your residence, and somebody says geprek gembus is better. What is geprek gembus? Okay, that's like a tempe, right? Gembus, right? Well, okay, so you chose McDonald's simply because it's closer to your residential area and it's open 24 hours. So let's say we're hungry at 2 a.m. in the morning, we can order McDonald's because it's 24 hours, right? All right. So those who said, or somebody says, this is fun, I'm going to read the group chat. Okay, those or that person who says geprek gembus is better, where are you? Khairul.
Yeah, Miss.
Mana Khairul? Okay. Okay, tell me why geprek gembus is better.
It's good, Miss. Spicy, Miss.
Okay, but it's not a burger though. It's like a, you know, it's a local traditional food, right? Gembus is like the tempe, you know, the
No,
tempe.
geprek gembus, it's like a chicken.
Oh my god! You know, I thought, you know that there is a tempe gembus.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so that's the one with the bigger kedelai, bigger soy. Yeah. Oh, okay, so it's chicken. All right, I thought it was like a tempe. Ayam geprek gembus pakai tahu tempe kulit. Oh my god. Okay, everyone is making me hungry now. Lawless, hands down. Yes. Who choose Lawless? Shine Drivo. Mana dia? Shine. Mana kamu?
Hello, Miss.
Where are you? You're
Okay.
right. Yes, Lawless hands down. Lawless hands down. I will order that too for tomorrow. Okay, so by this week, if I gained about 3 or 4 kilograms, it's because of today's session. I'm blaming you all. You're giving me all this inspiration to order food. All right. Okay. 3 West monkey. 3 wise monkey. 3 wise monkey, right? 3 wise monkey. Yeah. You like 3 wise monkey? Yeah, siapa nih? Kevin. Okay. Farm girl is better. Okay. Have I tried 3 wise monkey? I'm not sure. I know it's on Senopati, but I'm not sure. Johnny Rockets, though they're a bit too oily, don't you think, Hano, Kim? No? The fries is a bit too oily. You know, we're all burger eater here. Burger bener better. Is there any burger bener better? Oh no, burger bener. What is burger bener? Zaki?
It's it's like a local burger shop in
Oh,
BSD.
okay. Oh, in BSD. Okay, I should try that. You know, I'm gonna save this chat, this group chat, because you know some brands I have never heard of, and I would like to try. CFC. Oh, CFC. You know what I like from the CFC is the chicken, the apa namanya? You know, the chicken strip. Yeah. Burgershi, flip burger. Okay. Cool. Now, my question is, okay, when you choose these brands, when you choose this, you know, burger, why you chose that one? Why you think that McDonald's, okay, that was clear, McDonald's, because it's closer to your area, yeah, because you said that and it's 24 hours. Other who chose Lawless, the Lawless guy here. Why do you choose Lawless?
Yeah, it's
Because?
because I think it's different from the other burger restaurant. It's really the USA style burger, and I really love the size of the amount of the burger, and yeah, it's just interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's more like a US style burger with the lots of meat, right?
Yeah,
And
with
huge,
with an affordable price and with a worth it price. Yeah.
Yeah. So with a huge portion of it, yeah, the
Yeah.
huge one. It comes with a more expensive price though, yeah. But of course there is
I mean,
a price
for a burger that big, I think it's worth it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think for that big, it's worth it. The price is
It's
worth it.
Yeah,
Right?
it's worth
All
it.
right. All right. Okay. Now those who choose, let me see again here. 3 Wise Monkey. Kevin, why do you think 3 Wise Monkey is better?
Because it's an all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant.
Oh, it is because of all you can eat. Okay, not just because of the burger itself.
Yes.
Okay,
burger.
so then you're talking about the service of the restaurant that allows you, you know, eat till you drop kind of a service, right?
Yes.
Okay. But if it's a burger, then why you choose Three Wise Monkey? Or let's say Flip Burger. Who chose Flip Burger? Kevin, again. Kevin, you eat a lot. You like
Not
Three
really.
Wise Monkey and then Flip Burger and all that. All right, but why Flip Burger now?
Because it's delicious. Yes, it's delicious.
Okay, it's delicious. All right, because it's delicious, because it's affordable.
Not really. Miss.
What is
It's
25K become? Oh, 25K, is it lawless 25,000? I thought it's like more than that. I think 25,000 is just the bread, you know, like it doesn't come with the meat. Really? I think it's more. Okay, then. Yeah. So those are food. When we're talking about food, then you can say something, oh, well, because it tastes good. I like this. I like the idea of the burger that seems to be like a US kind of a burger, more American style, more Texas or whatever kind of burger you said. Those are food. Now, let me shift my question. Other than food, okay, a product, an item, whatever it is, what was your last purchase of a non-food items? Clothes, okay. Kopi kenangan is still food related, you know, it's like a beverage.
Beverage.
Right? Yeah. Trousers from a local brand, video game, skincare, clothes, okay. Okay, let's start with clothes, okay. What brand did you purchase the last time? Or if not the last time, what brand for clothing that you tend to purchase on regular basis? Yeah. Uniqlo. Okay. Animus. What else? H&M. Ganti-ganti brand. That's a brand, you know. Ganti-ganti brand is a brand. No, it's not. All right. Okay. Uniqlo and H&M. Stradivarius. Now, this is interesting. So we have Uniqlo, H&M, Stradivarius. Sometimes we do Bershka, and then that one. Cotton, not Cotton On. Is it Cotton On? The next to the Stradivarius in Senayan City, what was that? Cotton Bershka, yeah? Is it Cotton On, yeah? Yeah, Cotton On. Okay, Cotton On. Okay, and then there's a Mango and all that, right? Why you purchase at H&M and why did you, some of you purchase at Uniqlo, some of you purchase at Bershka, some of you purchase at Stradivarius and Topshop and all that? Is there any specific reason? H&M has a lot of discounts, all right, okay. Cheap, which one is cheap? H&M? Stradivarius is your style, Ashley, okay. Uniqlo, okay, which is affordable at that time, all right. Uniqlo has comfortable material, okay, the product quality. What else? Now, another question. Stradivarius and, okay, Uniqlo, we can see the style, yeah? We can see from the design, it is distinguishable from, say, H&M, or it's distinguishable, say, from, I don't know, like Zara, for example, yeah? Okay, Uniqlo has many collaborations, okay? Now, what about Pull & Bear, Stradivarius, and Bershka? What about those three brands? What makes you purchase? Those, the Bershka lover, why would you buy at Bershka and not in Stradivarius or in Pull & Bear? Any particular reason? Bershka is comfortable, okay. What else? What about Stradivarius? Pull & Bear is comfortable too, don't you think? PNB have good hoodie for sleeping. Okay, so you just purchase clothing only for sleeping, right? Okay. Any other else? Any other reason why you purchased that? Now, say we have one design, okay? I think Stradivarius, Bershka, and Pull&Bear have nice styles compared to Zara or H&M. Okay. Okay. Bershka has cute graphic tees. Pull&Bear doesn't have my outfit size. Okay. Niche like specific. Cool. Okay. Now let's say you have a, and I have seen this too many times in the fashion industry. There is one design and you can find the same design in Pull&Bear, in Bershka, and Stradivarius. The same exact design, the same exact color. If there is a little bit of difference, perhaps it's only on the buttons or other accessories. Okay. Now, why do you think you will purchase that in the particular store that you mentioned, whatever that store is? Same exact design. Same here. This is Zara. Let's say this this specific dress is sold also in Stradivarius, in Bershka, and in Pull&Bear, but have a very slight okay, depending on the discount, service from the shop staff, customer trust, brand loyalty. Okay. What else? Any other thing? Better quality. Okay. Zara, better quality. Now, interestingly, when somebody says that this brand has better quality, okay, familiarity, okay, brand familiarity. When somebody says that this brand has, better quality, is it true that you know this brand has better quality than the other brands? Or, okay, from the material, you can touch it, yeah? You can touch and then you can look at the sewing, yeah? Jahitannya, is it good or not, right? Now, if those two products are, 90% similar, yeah? And then you said, no, I still purchase from this brand. What makes you do that, you think? Is it true that you know exactly that, say, Zara has better quality? Or is it true that you know exactly Stradivarius has better quality than the Pull&Bear and Pull&Bear has better quality than the other brands? Is it true you know that? Or can you explain? Is it fact? Or is it just your hallucination? Or is it just the image that the brand portrays it to you so that you think they have better quality? What do you think? Can somebody answer? What do you think? What makes you consistently? Because if Stradivarius cuci 2 kali cannot use again. Okay, shrinking, yeah. Brand image at first, brand image and reputation, brand image. It's all about brand image, brand image, brand image, correct? Okay. Now, what do we call that situation where we think that this particular brand has good image? For example, you would think that brand A has better quality, and I think that brand B has better quality. What makes you think that you and me have different opinions? What makes you think that you and me have different opinions? I think brand B is better. You think brand A is better. Why is that? Can somebody explain to me? Trends, okay, consumer bias, personal preference, okay, what else? Different preferences on particular items, okay, subjective, exactly, okay, the keyword is subjective, yes. Yeah, but explain to me in words, okay, you can talk to me, use your microphone, you can talk to me, and explain why do we have different opinions toward one particular thing. I think brand A is bad. I think brand B is better. You think brand A is bad, is better, and brand B is bad.
Maybe at some point in the past, the consumer had a good or either a positive or a negative experience with
Mhm.
one brand, so they end up carrying that standard for that
Mhm.
specific brand.
Okay, it could be that one of these consumers had a bad experience with that particular brand, and therefore that carries over to the future, right? Okay, that's one thing. Any other reason why?
Maybe because their parents or their friends just uses that item.
Say it louder again, please.
Because the people around them use the specific brand they think is better.
Okay, their social circle, their friends, their relative, people around them use a particular brand. Therefore, you tend to follow the crowd. Yeah. So that has an influence on your decision or our decision as a consumer. Yeah. What else? Good. What else?
Budget also affects like
Budget.
you're picking.
Okay. Let's say the budget, the budget is, okay, you both have 100,000. Yeah, sama-sama, 100,000. But you still think that brand B is better than brand A, and they serve the same purpose. They have the same price. Yeah. But you still think that brand B is better because it's affordable with that quality. Maybe that's what you're trying to answer, right? Okay.
Mhm.
What else?
Maybe because your friends say that brand B is better than brand A.
Okay, because of the opinion of others, because your friend says that brand B is better than brand A. Okay. And so many different reasons. But in reality, do we really know which brand is actually better quality? Okay, so we moved from food and then now we move to clothing. Those are still goods, right? Product that you can taste, you can touch, you can feel, and then you can see the difference in quality, okay? It's arguably, you can argue that, yeah, obviously I can say that this brand is better because here, look at the jahitan, yeah? Look at the materials, look at the ingredients. So I can tell this is better. But now, if we shift that into service, right? A service, how do you know that this particular brand is better than that particular brand?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth. You tend to rely on the opinion of others, right? You tend to rely personal experience in your previous experience. You tend to rely on the experience of others who tell you stories about, you know, all this experience, right? And then you might want to look at the the materials, okay, the communication materials. For example, this particular service provider has better material communications, yeah, marketing communications. That brand does not provide better communication materials, and that makes you think that this brand is better or worse than the other brand, right? Better communication, yeah, better campaign, for example, as well, right? So therefore, we do have our objective evaluation towards quality, and we also have our subjective evaluation towards quality, right? Which means that consumers operate on perception. Everything is all about perception. Yeah. You and I looking at one particular object, but we can have totally different opinion. Yeah, and that's why netizen 62, netizen 62 is mean, because they, you know, they have different perceptions. One person has different perception than the others, right? Yeah, barbaric. Yeah, because we're talking about people who come from very various of background, education level, experience, okay, social class, social circles, and a lot of different values. And all of these things come together and shape the perceptions of each of one of us, yeah, each one of us, when we judge a certain object. And that is what happens in consumer behavior as well. So then your opinion or your evaluation towards a particular situation or object or brand or product would be different from mine. Okay? Yeah. And that is why when we see something happens around us, we can have totally different opinions. You see someone with unusual clothing walking around the street, you think that's unique. Somebody else would think that person is crazy. Some other people would think they're just looking for attention. So it's like different opinions, and they are all shaped by your personal values, your family, people around you, your culture, your personality, right? And those elements shape how you perceive the world. Your perception toward an object is shaped very much by a lot of different aspects. Yeah? Okay? Now, I'm going to share some materials here. Okay? So, what are we trying to do today is to, I believe that during high school, perhaps you have learned about this, yeah, about marketing, about consumer behavior, and then we're just trying to talk a little bit more in details about it. So it is important for us as a businessman, as a businesswoman, as a business owner, and as a marketer to understand who our consumers are and how do they behave. And I would say that understanding consumer behavior is the top priority of all marketing actions. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? That consumer behavior, understanding consumer behavior, is the top priority, the most important part in marketing. What do you think? And why do you think, if you agree, tell me why. If you disagree, tell me why as well. Why not? Like some people would say that, hey, marketing, the successful of a business comes from the marketing strategy. Yeah, okay, I agree. But even above that, there is a more important thing to do, which is understanding your consumer. What do you say? What do you think? Do you agree when I say that understanding consumer behavior is the top priority? I can't really see your chat. You better answer me in person. And I have to.
I agree, Miss.
Yes, and tell me why.
Because our product is like a solution of the consumer's problem.
Oh, okay. What is the solution for consumers' problem?
For instance, like the consumers wants to purchase a goods which can make their body warm in the cold or like in the cold situation. So it's better for them to purchase like sweater or hoodie.
Okay.
That's why the business should produce a sweater or hoodie based on the customer's wants.
Based on what they want, right? Because simply, we're there to fulfill the needs of the customer, to fulfill the need of the consumers. Yeah. We don't make things and push them so that, and push them to the market, but we make things based on what actually the consumers want, what actually the consumers need. What preferences do the consumers have, and what standards of quality that the consumers are looking for? And not only that, we need to know how do consumers make decisions? Who actually influence them to make decisions? Is it the consumer? Is it the parents? Is it the friends? Is it the girlfriend? Or is it just somebody that the consumers see on TV? Yeah. So as a business owner, we need to understand that. We also need to understand, when do consumers make decisions rationally, and when do they make decisions emotionally and not rationally? Tell me, how many of you do the binge watching of the Korean drama? Okay, raise your hand. Don't be shy. I did that too once in my life, and the next day I felt like I was a zombie, like I couldn't, you know, I couldn't function very well. Yeah. There's a binge watching of movie. It doesn't have to be Korean drama. It can be something else, a series, right? That's why I hate Netflix series until now, because it makes me addicted to see what's going, you know, what's happening in the next in the next session. Yeah. But can we explain? I mean, like, our brain tells us that, hey, this is not right. It's 2 a.m. in the morning and you're still addicted to watch what's happening to Hyun Bin or to Son Ye Jin in the Crash Landing on You, right? And then you keep watching until like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you have class at 9 o'clock, right? That doesn't make sense. Your brain tells you it doesn't make sense, but you keep doing it anyway. Now, it is good for Netflix. It is a good business. It is good for your internet service provider business, because you're, you know, you're consuming their quota, and soon when your quota is out, you're going to purchase another set of quota and so on. It's good for the business related to that, but it's not good for your health. But still, you, well, not just you, me, us as the consumers, we do the same thing, okay? And it is very important for us as a business owners. Now let's just cross the bridge to become the business owners, to understand, when do consumers make decisions rationally, and in what situations do they make decisions emotionally? Because when it's emotional, it will be a lot easier, well, not a lot easier, but it will be less hassle, yeah, for the business owners to influence the consumers in making decisions. Yeah, so these are the things that you have to understand, or you have to study, not only as a marketer, but also as a business owners. I mean, like, after you graduate from here, you know, I believe that a lot of you wants to have your own business. And as the business owner, you must know your market. Yeah, you must know your market. You must know who you're selling your, you know, your business or your product or your service to. Okay. And in other words, as a business owner, you have to be a little bit like a psychologist who understand the characteristics of your market or consumers. Okay. All right. Let me check. Is there any question in the chat? Yeah. Okay. They're just laughing, thinking about that. Okay. You have a question. How do I call your name? Shine Rivo. Panggilannya apa?
You can call me Rivo, Miss.
Rivo.
Yeah.
All right. Rivo, yes, please.
So I want to ask
you have
you
a question.
What do you think being opportunist? Yeah. I want to ask, what do you think about being opportunist in business?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you
Give
think
me an example
about,
further. Can you please elaborate? Yeah. Can you please elaborate? What do you mean, like opportunistic?
Yeah, because I heard that some people think that opportunist is not a good thing gitu. So
of course. Yeah.
Jadi kayak when there's a chance gitu, you just go in gitu to like make your business bigger gitu. But some people think, lu mah cuman kayak ngambil kesempatan dalam kesempitan gitu-gitu, like that, Miss. Yeah.
What do I think of it? Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Yeah. Okay. Of course, I think opportunist is not a good trait. Yeah. Obviously, opportunist is not a good trait, and that is why what we want to build in you is not just to become a business owners, but we want you to be a more ethical, yeah, socially responsible business owners. Okay. Now, what do you asked me? What do I think about the opportunist business owner or
Yeah.
opportunistic business? Yeah. You have to look it from different perspectives. Okay. Opportunistic itu from the view of whom? If what you sell or if what you do brings more benefit than the cost or than the kerugiannya ya, than the sacrifice, and if any part in the process gets the benefit, do you think that's a good thing?
I'm not sure, but yeah, sure.
I mean, if you're taking business ethics, I mean, you're going to take a business ethics class, yeah? They will teach you about the utilitarian function. They will teach you about teleology, deontology, utilitarian view, right? And things like that to make decision, yeah? So it may be good, yeah? Let's talk about the cigarette industry, tobacco. Okay, let's talk about tobacco industry. They provide jobs for thousands of people in Indonesia as a buruh linting ya. In Central Java masih ada kan bikin rokok, with the linting ya. They provide jobs. Jarum Kudus they provide scholarships for the badminton kan, yeah. And other tobacco company, they provide good things for the community. Okay. Do you think that's an unethical or opportunist tend to be on the negative side of business?
There's a plus, there's a minus, you miss.
Okay. Tell me the plus, tell me the minus. What do you think
the plus is that giving people a chance to work. And the minus is cigarette is not good for your health.
Okay.
But
all right.
You earn money from that. So I'm not sure actually. There's a plus, there's a minus actually. Miss.
Right. All right. Okay. I like your answer. Anyone else? Can you guys respond to my question? What do you think about tobacco industry? What do you think about a cigarette company?
It's good for the economy.
It's good for the economy, but it's not good for the smokers.
I think
or
it's not ethical in the moral sense, since they are very heavily promoting it everywhere. Even if they do have the disclaimer at the bottom, they are promoting something that's not good for our health. But at the same time, as Fatur says, it is one of the biggest contributors to our society economy.
Yeah.
So
well, talking
to completely remove it, it would negatively impact our country.
Economy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With regards to your remarks on promoting it, yeah, I think the government has banned advertising and promotion in mass media advertising on tobacco industry. Yeah. So, and that is why companies such as Jarum, Kudus, and other tobacco makers, tobacco producers, they use different kind of marketing, such as event. Ya kan? They have event. The apa tuh namanya? Is it MLB? Not MLB. What is that? The Jarum series. You know that event? Can anyone remember?
Badminton.
Yep. Not the badminton. Oh my God, how can I forget?
Which
Basically,
one,
itu MLB atau apa ya? Like they sponsor. Yeah. They sponsor competitions lah. Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Jarum or something lah. Yeah. So that's why.
Like festivals.
Yeah, like festivals, music festivals, outdoors gitu. Do you remember what's the name? How come I forget that name? MD. That's MD Entertainment. No, that's the Cinetron maker, right? No, that's not it. Something, right? Something, right? But anyway, yeah, MLD SWAT. You're right. Thank you, Camelia. MLD spot. Yes, yes. Why MLB? What is MLB? See, I'm making up things in my mind. MLD spot, you're right. Yeah, for example, like MLD spot, they're related to the tobacco industry, but they're not, that's like an alternative for the company to promote. Yeah, because from the business perspective, they need to promote because they need to have people who are still hinging on smoking while they know that smoking is not good, right? So again, let's take it to a higher level, yeah, to Rivo's question. Opportunistic. You know that back in the day, cigarettes, the income, the highest income or the high income of cigarette selling comes from rural areas. Yeah, rural areas with the cold weather. And do you know that kids as young as less than 10 years old in this area, they smoke already. Yeah. And the society around them view it, perceive it as a normal thing to do because it's a cold weather, so you smoke. Okay. And that's obviously from our perspective right now, that's not right. But that's what happened. Now, again, the number or the amount of investment on sales is directed a lot to these areas. Okay? From the business perspective, when there are demands for our products and we're going to inject more or invest more to keep up with that demands, yeah, from the supplier side. Now, let's go back to Rivo. Do you think that is opportunistic?
I'm not sure, miss.
You're not sure. Anyone else?
Yeah.
Is that opportunistic?
Yes, miss. It is.
It is opportunistic, okay.
Yeah.
Because, tell me why, the reason. Why is it opportunistic? You know what, do not expect me to give you the right answer, yeah? Because what I'm doing here is to let you develop your own thinking process, okay? You have to be able to find your own answer looking from these different perspectives. Okay, well, of course, I will give you straight answer to one or two questions or other thing, but the idea of learning is not to provide you with food on the table. Okay, I'm providing you with the ingredients and then you will cook your food to create your own food that tastes way a lot better than if I provide it for you. You know, that's the analogy. Okay, so what about the others? What do you think?
I think
Is
it's
that-
opportunistic because they are taking advantage of people's dependency on the cigarettes.
Okay, they're taking advantage of people's dependency on cigarette. That's your view, and that is opportunistic. Okay, okay. Other opinion, please.
For me,
Father, go.
For me, it's opportunistic because at first, although like the cigarettes company are no longer able to promote their own product through medias, but they may be able to export their product abroad, which means like some foreigners abroad they want to smoke, and they can ask the company in Indonesia to export the cigarettes. And also I think the most important thing is like cigarettes contributes to the largest portion of national income.
Okay, so when they understand that there is an opportunity for them without thinking how the impact brings to the society, and they're taking a full throttle, full scale to grab that opportunity, that becomes opportunistic. Yeah. And then Ashley mentioned about, well, because they're taking advantage of the dependency, yeah? Addiction of the people. towards that particular one. All right, now let me ask you another further question. What about McDonald's? Do you think that is also opportunistic?
I think for McDonald's, because of their brand image and their quality, more to that, not really on the dependency, because some people, they're still following a strict limitation on eating fast food and still buying McDonald's eventually, but not an addiction.
Okay. In the US, kids are addicted to McDonald's. Kids are addicted to Coke, right? Kids are addicted to fries, burgers, nuggets, Coca-Cola, any sodas, and all different kinds of food. Yeah. The genetically modified food products. Okay. Ketchup. People put ketchup like crazy on their burgers, on their chicken, on whatever. Pancake syrup that is made of corn. That is also made, some of them is made of this genetically modified corns. Yeah. And they're all high in sugar. People are addicted to soda that they drink 3 times a day of soda, and the soda replaces the water, the common water. Okay. Same thing in Germany. People drink beer like 3 or 4 times a day. I mean, it's like just the aqua for us, perhaps, or it's like Esteh for us, perhaps. Now, let's go back to that McDonald's. You don't think that's opportunistic?
No, it is.
Whoever's
Go.
talking.
No,
Okay.
you go.
Okay. To be fair, I think that most, not all, but most companies, especially larger chain companies, are to an extent opportunistic, because there's always some type of unethical part of the company, with whether it is like fast food or cigarettes being unhealthy, or for example, like Starbucks, they make use of prison labor, but they still take advantage of that since it gives them like a chance to have a higher profit margin. So I think
they have more benefit.
Yeah, most businesses would be somewhat opportunistic.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Ashley. Tadi siapa tadi sebelum Ashley wants to say something?
And I have the same point with her.
Okay. Yeah.
Miss, may I add something?
Yes, please. Siapa
Fatur.
Where is Fatur? Kamu hilang lagi gambarmu. Okay. Yes, Fatur.
For me, like for example, like in McDonald, like as we know already, fast food is not good, especially for the children. But like what I mentioned before, in McDonald's, they offer like special meals with toys.
Yeah.
If they purchase this meal, so it indirectly it will attract the children to purchase these items.
Yep. And that they offer that, and they have the healthy McDonald's menu, right, which is actually slice of apples, and the apples itself has been dipped into a syrup, into syrup to make it to make it crunchy and make it fresh, because they're gonna pack it in a plastic. I don't know, do we have that here? Di Indonesia ada ya? Apple in plastic. But anyway, they have that menu. After the citizens or people push McDonald's to provide a better or healthier choice. Okay, but before that, it's just all fried and high calorie food. Same thing as Starbucks. Yeah? Don't you think that the calorie that you drink every day on your latte, frappe, whatever, tea thingy with the whipped cream and all that, I'd rather to eat your chicken geprek, whatever that name is, instead of having just like one, apa namanya? Geprek, apa tadi namanya?
Geprek gembus.
Yes, I'd rather have a full geprek gembus, but I feel full afterwards, instead of just like a glass of frappe latte with the same calorie amount of the geprek gembus, But again, yeah, Pak Gembus. But again, the question of whether it is opportunistic or not, yeah. What I can say right now is that the companies are trying to balance out between what they take from the community and what they can give back to the community. They all realize, the tobacco industry, the tobacco company, the cigarette makers, they all realize the danger of a nicotine. Yeah, to some extent, whatever we produce and consume has a risk. Yeah, there's always a product risk. But understanding that that's where they come from, they now start to provide more or give back more to the community. Yeah, because they're trying to balance out the bad impact that they make to the society with the good things. So if you're familiar with the concept of the yin yang, that's how the world rolls, right? There's always the yin, there's always the yang, and it's the same thing as business. And going back to Rifo's question, what do you think about opportunistic business? Well, I think obviously opportunistic business is not a good thing. Yeah, because when you do business, you have to abide the rules of ethical regulations. But then when we're talking about certain industry that we know have health impacts, and that would be the main ingredients of our product, the question is become blurry. Ya kan? Yeah. It becomes confusing for us to answer that question. Yeah. And then there's a situations where people are ketergantungan, addicted to our products. Like kids are addicted to chicken McNuggets and Coca-Cola and all that. Now, I'm going to give you one example that I consider an action that is not ethical at all and very opportunistic. So a friend of mine, okay, I have a friend. He has always on his top career. Yeah, he moved from one multinational companies to another multinational companies, and he always on the top level. Yeah, very good career, very rich, very successful, and all that. Once he was in a beverage company. Yeah, he was the marketing director of a certain beverage company, a very popular beverage company. And we all know that this particular brand has been attacked by people for their high calorie content, yeah, their sugary drinks. The funny thing is that instead of not focusing on that part, this friend of mine, he promoted that drinking this sugary drink has benefit as well. It gives you more vitamin C. It gives you more whatever ingredient it's stated in that bottle. Okay, but he did not touch the part on the sugary fact. He did not discuss on the impact of the sugar drinks to health and all that. Yeah, I think that is opportunistic. That is unethical. Yeah, and it's called a pembodohan. Yeah, what do you call that, pembodohan in English? Stupidify. No, it's not. It's not a word. Pembodohan lah, yeah. Make us think to that direction. That is totally unethical. And what is more opportunistic of him is that he's talking to people who are not having the diabetes, who are not diabetic, but they're looking for a more they're not diabetic, so sugar is not a concern for these people, but they're looking for the other benefit, which is vitamins. Yang mana that particular aspect is the one that is highlighted by a friend of mine. So I'm like, really? I mean, do you really have to do that just to boost the sales of your product? Yeah, and that is totally unethical. Yeah, That is totally unethical. Okay. So, yes, simply said, opportunistic business is obviously not good because we all have to be ethical, socially responsible business owner. Yeah. However, we cannot shut our eyes from the fact that some level of opportunistic events occur in the administrations of business. And the bigger your company is, yeah, the stronger your brand is, actually you should have more power to spread good things. But sometimes you don't really spread good things. Okay, you make consumers addicted to you, and therefore it is very slippery on that direction for you to conduct business in an unethical way. Yeah, so that's all I can say with regards to the this discussion issues on opportunistic business or not. Yeah. Okay. I would say that when you do business, not only that you're concerned about money, yeah, about the income, but you have to do your business with heart, because like everyone has heart, right? They have their senses. They know what's right, what's wrong. Yeah. It's just that sometimes we don't listen carefully to our conscience. We don't listen to them, but that actually guides us to do better things in life, yeah? Especially in the administration of business. Yeah. Okay, Rifo?
Yeah, Miss.
Okay. All right. It's interesting. I like this. I like our it's basically I was gonna give lectures on consumer behavior, but I didn't expect that the discussion is far more interesting than that. Okay. Now let's talk about consumer behavior. So what is consumer behavior? What do we study in consumer behavior? Yeah, we tend to think that when we study consumer behavior, we just focus on why people purchase a certain product, right? Okay. But apparently, if you look into the slides, yeah, consumer behavior is not a study of how people, individuals, or groups, or organizations choose a product or decide to purchase a product. It includes how they select, how they buy the product, how they use, and at the end, how they dispose the product, the goods, services, ideas, or whatever other offerings that they have to satisfy their needs. Understanding how people make decisions to purchase a product, yes, we know that. That's why I asked you at the beginning, what did you purchase recently and why did you do that and why did you choose that brand over another, right? Because I want to know how you make decisions. But the consumer behavior apparently also studies how individuals dispose. You know what dispose is, right? Stop using, yeah, or buang, ya nggak make lagi. Dispose the goods, dispose the products. Why do we need to study consumer that far? Why do we have to care on the fact of how they dispose their products? What do you think? Why is this important? Why not just study, okay, how they make decisions on the brand or how they make decisions on the menu, on the choice of restaurants and etc. Why do we have to think of how do they dispose the products? Why do you think that?
Because as trends progress, the item that used to be sold in the market will be considered as obsolete or out of date. So that's why disposal, yeah, was it?
Yeah, disposal, yeah.
So disposal is important so that any unused material can be reused again to build up a new product.
Okay, very good. So we know that eventually the product that we use or we purchase will perish, yeah? It will perish. It will be obsolete. And then at some point, we have to stop using it as consumers, okay? And when we stop using it, we tend to we are abandoning it. And it is interesting to know that the disposal of products provide opportunities for business to do the recycle, reuse, reduce, and whatever other things that can make the environment better. Yeah. And not only that, it actually provides another market if you think of it. Coba, you purchase a brand new car. You use it you drive it for like 5 years. Are you going to keep it in your garage? No. When you dispose that car, when you stop using that car, what do?
Sell it or scrap it.
Sell the car.
Okay, you
Sell it.
resell it, yeah. For in the second-hand market, yeah, you can resell it. You can trade it in to the dealer, right?
Yeah.
You can trade it in, and then you buy a new car. You trade in, which means that the dealer will name their price to repurchase your your used car, and use it as a discount for your new car. Or is there any other situation where you can actually dispose your car?
Scrap. Scrap metal.
Scrap metal. I'm not gonna scrap my car though for like 5 years. Yeah, but yeah, scrap metal. Okay, you just sell it to the junkyard.
Give it to another man.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
We could give the car to our family in needs.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So you can donate your car. Yeah. To whoever you think is needing a car. So you can donate. So it is interesting. You can resell the car. You can trade it into the dealer. You can just simply donate it. You can just like sell it to the scrap or the junkyard, the scrap apa namanya? Yeah, scrap yard gitu ya. Is there any other idea that what you can do with your car?
We can use the car for our business, maybe.
For example, give me an example. Can you give me?
We can use that for maybe Grab or for office works.
Yeah,
something like
we
that.
can perhaps use that for yeah. There is an idea of using your used car as your Grab business. Yeah, you hire your for example, your tetangga gitu ya, your neighbor who needs job. You hire them as a Grab driver and drive your car, and then you can do the sharing profit, right? For example. So there are so many different ways people can dispose their products. And in each of every option, there is always further opportunity. When you decide to resell your car, how would that bring positive impact to others?
Others can have the opportunity to purchase a car because the price goes down.
Yes, others can have cheaper, more affordable car. Because the price has gone down. Okay, other thing?
It also helps for the second-hand dealers to gain their business profits since they are dealing with second-hand cars, and also like for the mechanic or inspector who are working for second-hand cars.
Yeah, it provides businesses for the second used car dealer. And also the bengkel, because the bengkel would be the best friend of second or used cars, right? Yeah, bengkel people are the best friends of the more used cars are sold in the market, the happier the bengkels are, right? Because this is business for me, right? So see, how do we need to, companies like car makers, they think of how consumers dispose cars after they stop using it. Yeah. And if you also pay attention, the quality of cars nowadays, let's talk about cars in the level of, say, I don't know, apa sih misalnya Mobilio gitu ya, Mobilio or City or Brio, HRV, those kind of cars. if you take a look, I think, maybe this is my perception as consumers, but I think the quality is way much lower than Honda City 10 years ago. Well, 10 years ago, you're still in elementary school, but the quality is reduced. Same thing with the smartphones. The quality is reduced. Yeah. Why is that?
Maybe because they prioritize quantity over quality.
They prioritize quantity. Okay, that could be one answer.
Also because of mass production, as people like taxis and Grabs, they order a big amount of cars.
Fleet, yeah.
They
They
run it
ordered.
as soon as possible.
Yes. Okay. So perhaps there is another growing business of the fleet business. Yeah.
Usually like cars, they build it by hand, but now it's all by machines.
Machine. Yes. Okay. Okay. So it could be the mass production. Yeah. Because of the mass production and all that. But do you think, yes?
How about reduced costs?
Reduce cost because of the mass production, right?
Yeah.
Yes, correct. Yeah, so that's why we do the mass production, because the more we produce, the cost should be lesser. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Maybe there's an increase in the price of the raw material, so they use the cheaper substitutes.
It could be there is an increase in the raw materials, and therefore they use cheaper substitutes. Yeah, because of the they need to make something, but some materials could be more expensive. Yeah, that could be a reason as well. Yeah, but is there any other reason you think? Do you suspect there is other reason?
They always want to make more and more profit.
And
especially this day and time, people are usually money hungry, so they reduce quality in order to have more profit.
Yes.
More profit.
So they may reduce the quality on purpose because they
Yeah.
want to boost the quantity.
Because
Yeah?
like cars right now, if you punch it by hand, most of it will
dent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, when you close the door, it does not really protect you from the noise outside lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The absorbent
Especially
materials
like
of them.
Avanza and cars that they use for grabs.
Yes,
The
yes.
quality
yes,
has
that's
gone
true.
down very drastically.
Yep, that's true. And let me tell you something. In 2000, my car was Honda City. Yeah, I had one of my cars was Honda City in year 2000, that was like what? 2004. I think it's in 2004, 2005. That was like 15 years ago. I still remember the feel of driving it, the smell of it, the sound of it, everything. I still remembered how it felt. Today, I have another Honda City. Yeah. Of course, with better design, with better lightings, with better this and that. But one thing that I can notice the difference is the ininya, apa namanya? Auditory, not auditory. What do you call
Speaker?
that? Bukan speaker.
The noise from outside.
The noise, yeah, the noise peredamnya itu loh. Yeah, the noise was way different. Even though the noise can be reduced, I mean, it's better in comparison to say Brio or perhaps Mobilio and all that, but still, in comparison to its kind, 15 years ago, I could tell the difference. Yeah, back then with that car, when you close the door, you can't really hear the outside noise. Now you can still it, even though a little bit. Okay, and we notice. I mean, our family has always, has always loyal to certain brand, gitu ya. And then we realize the difference between, Accord in tahun 80-an dan 90-an and in the early 2000 with Accord nowadays, gitu. We could tell the difference. Yeah. Now, another example, mobile phone. Yeah. Back in the day, that was, oh my God, that was like in 1998 or something, or 1999 or 2000. That was like a long time ago. mobile phone is very simple. Yeah, just like a flip phone. Now you can go check Ericsson flip phone 90s. Okay, then it will show you different pictures of it. I had this phone and I dropped my Ericsson phone from fourth floor. Yeah, not on purpose, obviously, because that was the only phone I had. Why would I just like throw it? No. So on accidentally, I dropped it from fourth floor. Oh, I was like mad, like crazy. Oh my God, my phone was broken. I ran to the first floor. I reassembled it, turn it on, call, still working perfectly well. Yeah. Fourth floor, it dropped. Now I have smartphones. We all have smartphones, right? And Samsung comes in different varieties of series. And you just like tap accidentally on a door, for example, and all of a sudden the touchscreen is not working, right? So you see the durability of the product back then was way stronger than products nowadays. Now, my question, other than the reasons that you mentioned earlier, do you think there is another reason that you haven't thought of that the reduction in this quality is deliberately? What do you think? Sengaja nggak?
Maybe it's to make it more accessible to the public.
Okay, it could be more accessible to the public. Or,
I think,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I think they tend more to put more attention on the design because following the trend, people will visualize something that's cool, that's interesting. So they don't really care about the quality of the phone, but they tend to more care about how the phone looks and how cool it is.
Okay, so there's a tendency. Okay, why is there? Okay, hold on. So there's a tendency. Say it again. Sorry. Go ahead.
Maybe they deliberately reduce the durability so you can buy like screen protector, Gorilla Glass, and casings.
Yeah. So you can buy other peripherals, yeah, to help protect it. Okay.
It's also the fact that people want more in something. For example, if you compare an iPhone and Samsung with the same price range, for example, iPhone has, like in the advertisement, they came out with 3 cameras and like a new bionic chip and many new features, but we don't know the features are like low quality.
Right.
I think it's because.
Go ahead.
I think it's because of psychological effect that it will cause, because nowadays smartphone is like a necessity for us. On the equal level of eating food every day. So when your smartphone broke, you will need one because immediately, because if you're not, you're going to feel left out. Either it's on work or either it's on lifestyle.
Right. Okay. Interesting. You have great variety of answers and they're all interesting. Yeah. And they're all have the true characters of it. Yeah.
Maybe because they produce new phone every year, so they want the customers to replace their phone after a year. So they reduce their durability, so they purchase a new one every 1 or 2 years.
Yes, exactly. Because they want consumers to purchase more, okay, to purchase more frequently of the phone. Yeah. And it is because they don't want consumers to hang on only to one phone. And you know what? It is deliberately done like that. Why? Because 20 years ago, companies look at how people use phones. One person can have a phone for the next 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Okay, because of the durability of the product. Okay, now let's assume there are only 100 people on this world and they have 100 phones which they will hold on to until the next 5 years. How else can this company make money from? right? Just let's use that model. Just make a hypothetical. This world only consists of 100 people, and 100 people have one phone each, and the life cycle of that one phone can stay until 5 or 7 years. Okay, itu contoh very simple example. For the next 7 days, the company who makes this phone only live on services, ya kan? If the phone is broken, then they bring it to the store and they fix it. That's it. Okay. And that is why, because consumers behave like that back then, they dispose products after a long number of years of using it. Then they realize, the company realized, the business realized, we're not gonna survive. Okay. So now, why don't we confuse the consumers with so many designs, right? With so many styles, with so many features, and make the shorter lifespan of each design. Okay, let's make the life of this product is only 2 years or 3 years at maximum. And then by the 3 years, by the second year, the technology has evolved very quickly, and the preference of the consumers have shifted very quickly as well, right? And since everything changes very quickly, then there is no need to keep on one thing for the next 5 years or 7 years. Good for business, and it could be good for the consumers as well. What is not good is on the disposals, right? Is on the sampahnya, on the the residuals. Okay, because one phone consists of the lithium battery and other things, that may be harmful to a certain extent. So that's how learning how people dispose products, how long they keep or hold on to certain products, will create an opportunity for business to move forward. Yeah. And that is why it is also important for us as a business owners to understand how people dispose the product. That is just one example. Another example of the importance of understanding how consumers dispose the product is to create a better design products that will not, now we're talking about social responsible way here, that will not harm the environment as soon as you dispose it, as soon as the consumers dispose it. Now that's the kind of business that we want you to be. Thinking of the sustainability of the world, sustainability of the environment, sustainability of the life, by thinking how to dispose the product safely. Okay. Now, so that's the idea. Why do consumers' behavior study does not only revolve around buying or using or selecting, but also on the disposing. Yeah, because of that. Okay. All right. Now, further on, consumer behavior, the behavior of consumers, the behavior of all of us can be influenced by so many factors. Obviously, cultural, social, and personal factors. For example, I'm just gonna go real quick. The reason why you like ayam goreng geprek something and not not burger, perhaps can be influenced by the culture, or subcultures, or I don't know, like the people around you. Okay, I have a friend, and he's been everywhere around the world. He's been in this is another guy, in other top positions. Speaking fluently of 5 different languages, but to him, it is not considered eating until he found rice. Yeah, so Indonesia banget gitu. Yeah, even though he has eaten steak, pizza, or whatever, but if he hasn't eaten rice for the day, and if I ask him, have you eaten? He said no, because those others are considered snacks. Okay. So that is about the culture. Yeah. It could also be social factors such as reference groups, cliques, you know, your little tiny social circle. Yeah. And somebody answered the question, why you choose certain brand? Oh, because maybe because the people around you help you to decide on what to purchase, what to wear, what to buy. So yeah, social factors, your reference groups, people that you aspire to be, cliques, your families perhaps, and roles and status. My roles now are in academia. I'm a lecturer. Yeah, I'm a faculty member. I'm 47 and I no longer wear clothes of a 17-year-old, right? Because my roles and status have changed. But 30 years ago, the way I dressed would be different from the way I dress right now. Because back then, 30 years ago, I was still a teenager and my roles and status are just students having fun with their friends. Yeah, so again, that is another factors that influence the consumer behavior. Okay, family, yeah, part of that as well. Now, personal factors. So we have cultural, we have social, and then we have personal factors. Age or stage in life cycle. This is almost related to the roles and status. Okay, my choice when I was 17 is different from my choice when I'm 47 right now. Yeah, occupation and economic circumstances. 17 years old, I was broke, I didn't have money. Now I have money, so I can afford a better brand than the brand that I chose back then when I didn't have money. Your personality and self-concept. Lifestyle and values also influence how you behave as consumers in choosing how to spend your money on. Yeah. So you see here that there are so many different so many different factors influencing consumer behavior. Yeah. Another thing would be psychological process or psychological aspects, yeah, such as motivation, perception. Remember, I asked you earlier, why do you think that this brand is better than that? Is it because you know that the real quality of this brand is better, or is it just your perception? Yeah. Large portion of what consumers do is actually based on perception. How we perceive the world, how we see, how we judge things. It is all based on our perception. Okay. All right. So I'm not going to talk more on that. You know, I know that you have been very tired for the whole day, but at least what I gave you today is a glimpse of the things that we're going to discuss in this coming semester. So I may not see you yet this semester because I tend to teach the upper class. Yeah, I usually teach in like the semester 4 or 5, or maybe sometimes semester 3. It depends. But this semester I will be teaching I think it's the fifth semester students. Yeah, I'll be teaching 5th semester students. So I'm not gonna see you this semester, but more or less this is how our faculties will interact with you in classrooms. Yeah, and I'm very happy to see that you are all excited and that you are very active students, and please keep it that way, because I think just by having a very short session today, I know that you're great students. Okay, I know that you're great students, you're good students, and let's hope for the best that you can move and progress along in the future smoothly. Okay, you keep this way, then you should be okay. You should be great even. All right. Okay, great. Any questions before we close the session? And so you can order your geprek something or your whatever. Somebody has to remind me what I have to do. I have to order what? What do I have to order after this? Big Mac. Great, thank you. McD. McD is the Indonesian way of saying MacD. All right. Okay, guys, any questions before we close the session? All right. If there are no questions, thank you for attending. Keep up the good work. I'm so happy for you. I'm very happy to have you as our students. Welcome to the program, and see you around. All right. All right. Take care.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Miss.
Have a nice late lunch. Have a nice late lunch. Okay.
Thanks,
All
man.
right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, Miss.